Today we're doing two NBA player props here on PrizePicks for Friday, December 22nd. Before we get started, you guys take a look in the description below of this video. Hop into our premium Discord. $9.30 per month. It's where I post all the plays I'm making on PrizePicks. We also have other premium cappers in there as well. They post all their plays, research, and analysis. Overall, in there, it's a super positive community. Everyone's trying to help each other cash. I also want to mention I'm not a gambling expert, and this is not financial advice. This is simply the plays I'm personally looking at making, hopefully giving you guys some insight and analysis to then make your own player prop decisions here. Again, no one's pressing submit on those parlays other than yourselves. But let's get right into it. Again, link description. Also, we went 2 for 2 yesterday on the NFL Thursday Night Football plays. Stafford over 16.5 fantasy cashed, and Kamara over 4.5 receptions cashed. Absolute sweat. So again, drop a like on this video if you tailed those plays. But yeah, let's get into it. We have a smaller slate today. It just so happens it is Flex Friday over on PrizePicks, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, only 6 games on the slate. So super small slate overall. We only got 12 NBA teams playing tonight. So there's not a ton of value on the board. Keep in mind as well. So let's get right into this. Actually, fantasy scores just dropped. I'm not looking at any of these. But anyways, let's just get into this. So the first play, actually both these plays are going to be guard players here. First play is going to be Tyler Herro over 34.5 PRA against the Atlanta Hawks. So looking at this matchup, right, has one of the higher over-unders on the day, 237.5 with a 1.5 point spread, right? A lot of these games have potential blowout risk. Like Houston is playing at home versus a Dallas team without Kyrie and Luka. Philly 8.5 point spread here, 4.5 point spread here, and then this is a 12 point spread here with Washington coming on a back-to-back. But this game here, 237.5, 1.5 point spread. We look at Tyler Herro. Okay, this is his points, rebounds plus assist game log this season, right? Obviously this game doesn't count. This one he got injured, and this was his first game back off injury against the best defense in the NBA. So we take away these two games here, right? Minnesota and Memphis. And we look at Tyler Herro. So we take away this and this. He's at 30 plus PRA in every single game, 31 PRA plus in every single game this season. 1, 2, 3, 7 games this season with 30 plus PRA. No Jimmy Butler in this one. Jimmy Butler has been ruled out, and I'm expecting Tyler Herro to just see a ton of usage against this Atlanta Hawks defense that is very, very susceptible. All right, we look at Tyler Herro's with Jimmy Butler off the floor. Tyler Herro does see the highest usage on the team at 29.2% usage, which again makes sense. Jimmy Butler's not a super high usage player, but Tyler Herro, again, he could hit this line with Jimmy Butler on the floor. Now Miami has its best player off the floor. I'm just expecting a ton of usage here for Tyler Herro, but specifically the defense that Atlanta presents is just a great spot for Tyler Herro. Okay, we look at his PRA game log, or over on Outlier. We look at his PRA line over 34.5. It's minus 111, so pretty even odds to go over this line. Like I said, this season he is over this line in 5 of 10 games. Obviously, a couple of these games he got injured and things like that, but it just presents a great matchup. We look at versus shooting guards. Atlanta gives up the 22nd. The 8th most points to shooting guard position against small forwards. You can see here just get absolutely destroyed. And against point guards as well. Lead guards, most points, or 24th worst against point guards points allowed, and 28th worst against point guards assists allowed. Like, we look at some recent lead guards, and I would consider Tyler Herro a lead guard here. PRA game log this season versus the Hawks. We just saw Fred VanVleet, who we targeted over in the Discord. He had 51 PRA against Atlanta. Before that, Cade Cunningham 55. Game before that, Donovan Mitchell 40. So like we take a look at these last couple games, right? I mean, Jaden Ivey had 27. We saw both other guards for Houston 22 and 22 for Jalen Green. They've just been getting cooked by guards. Jamal Murray 42 down here, and these are just like recent games. Dennis Schroeder 27. Just a great spot for Tyler Herro, who, like I said, coming off a game against a tough Orlando Magic defense, had 43 PRA, 28, 8, and 7. Love the spot for Herro. High point spread. I mean, very high game total for a Miami Heat game, who again play at one of the slower paces in the NBA. We know Atlanta plays at a fast pace and doesn't play defense. I like this spot a lot for Tyler Herro over 34.5 PRA. And also, just look at this. I mean, the Atlanta Hawks. This is essentially 2 shooting guards right on the season, allowing, like I said, the 5th most points to shooting guards, as well as the 8th most assists to shooting guards. So great spot for Tyler Herro here against Atlanta. The second play here is going to be, I was targeting Devin Booker's assists, and it recently did just bump up to 8, which again, PrizePicks been crazy with the bumps, because it's not even like his assist at 7.5 was juiced that heavy. On the over, I think his assist at 7.5 was just minus 130. And then we see PrizePicks bump it to 8, which is tough pill to swallow here. But I'm gonna pivot and look at Devin Booker's points plus assists, 37.5. I just think this is gonna be a great game, and I'm hoping for a great close competitive game here. We're looking at a 243 over under, you guys, without question. Actually, not the highest game on the game total on the slate, but 246 with the 12 point spread here. We're looking at a 243 over under, 3.5 point spread. No Yusuf Nurkic, no Bradley Beal for the Suns. And I just think we're going to see a just absolute shootout here. Devin Booker, Kevin Durant going to have to really go crazy to keep up with this Kings team. Again, both these teams supposedly supposed to be contenders in the West here. But we look at Devin Booker. Right, his assists is bumped up to 8. We look at his PA, not crazy odds here, minus 121 over on Caesars. He's over this line in 8 of 18 games, and over his last 20. You can see here over 8 of his last 20, last 10, over 4 of his last 10. But the floor for this line is high, you guys. Right, these 3 misses, 33, 35, and 37 PA. Okay, we like the floors for these types of plays to be high. So, I mean, if he does sell, it's a hook maybe by 1 or 2 assists, right? So you like the floors for these types of plays to be high. But we look at the Kings. The Kings present just an absolute great matchup, right? We look against opponents overall. They allow the 22nd worst defense against teams against points, 24th most assists allowed. But against point guards, right? 6 and 8 against shooting guards, 22 and 5, whatever you want to call Devin Booker, lead guard in this offense. We look at other essential guards, points plus assists game log this season versus the Kings. We saw 3 different guards for the Boston Celtics just 2 days ago versus the Sacramento on the road have 35, 24, and 31. 3 guards had 24 plus PA against the Kings just a few days ago. Okay, we saw Jordan Poole, Tyus Jones will have 25 plus. We saw Colin Sexton down here have 29. We saw Shai Gilgeous-Alexander here have 52. Right, so the Kings have been exploited by guards and scoring guards more specifically over the last couple of weeks, right? And we look at Devin Booker over the last 5 games. He is averaging 16.6 potential assists, and he is also seeing a ton of usage. Okay, for players that have played 600 plus minutes this year, we see here Devin Booker has a 30.7% usage percentage, slightly less than Kevin Durant here. But Devin Booker is points plus assists game log this season with Kevin Durant. These last 3 games, he's finished with 33, 35, and 37 PA, 9, 8, and 7 assists. But he's shot 25, 24, and 26 field goal attempts, shooting 42, 41, and 44%. So the volume is there for Devin Booker. Like, the volume is not going to be a question here in this spot. But I just think in a fast-paced matchup with no use of Nurkic, a lot more. There's not going to be the ability for, dribble handoffs for Devin Booker in half-court sets. So he's going to have to be looking to score the ball, which I think attributes to his 37.5 PA here. 2 plays for this YouTube video: Herro over 34.5 PRA, Devin Booker over 37.5 PA. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about these 2 plays. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and as always, let's cash.